All right, now
Kevin,
we're good.
you got a good like you are simultaneously looking older and more mature, but even younger than I last saw you.
Whoa. Really? It has been a bit since we talked, I guess. It's been
You're
busy
like a
times.
superhero. A superhero.
Yeah!
Don't feel like watching movies, so I'll watch people guess them instead. I don't know how it goes, I think it starts with your
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Valley Cast. We've got Kevin Plachy, Liam
Yeah.
Morgan, and Joe Beretta. And we'd like
Hey.
to start off this cast with a little prayer. Let me hold hands, everybody. Give me your hands. Give me your
Right
hands.
here.
All
It's
right.
right there.
Dear Lord Almighty, looking down on us plebeians
I don't know
on
about
this
that.
floating rock,
Don't know
please,
if that's.
please do your best to look down on our dear friend Steve, who is sick today
Oh.
with the sniffles, who is sick today with the
That's an
coffees,
appropriate.
who's a little sick today with the tireds.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Amen.
we're missing Steve today. He came down with a little something. So hit him up on the Twitters and give him your best. But
Do you
It's
think
that classic not feeling well, the catch-all illness that's been going around. It seems to be hitting him over and over again. So we send our condolences. I hope
wait,
he's okay.
Elliot, now you're making me feel insecure. Was my prayer
Oh,
offensive?
it was unspeakably racist. Yeah.
Why?
I don't even know.
Racist. Yeah, it was
that
racist.
Yeah.
Racist.
Yeah, no, that was just that. I honestly can't believe you did that. That was so. That's just. It is what it is, and you are who you are, and I get it. And you're from a different time, a different era, a culture that
Don't you
I
dare!
understand.
Don't you reveal my time machine, you son of a bitch!
I do know you're from the 20th, the 19th century, and man, that's one thing I tell you. Learning that the 20th century is the 1900s and the 18th century
Yeah,
is the
that's the
1700s. Nah, never gonna
I
happen.
still don't-
It
I
takes
can't-
me. Nah,
Yeah.
every time I got a -1 in my head. I gotta go no.
But, I mean, we only have to really deal with this one century now. The 22nd.
Oh,
You do.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
You know that statistically, the reason people don't ace their SATs is that question specifically. Which which century are you in?
Yep.
Yeah, name any year in the 19th century. 1942.
Shit.
Easy.
Harvard's
Fellas,
like,
I
nope.
gotta talk to you guys about something. And I've mentioned it, and I haven't
serious?
gotten the response that.
Should we go off
no.
air? Oh.
No. This is gonna be okay. Thank you for asking. No, that's really considerate. The documentary, the docuseries that I told you guys you need to watch.
Oh, yeah.
You need to watch it.
Hold on. What's that on again?
I understand you're okay.
No,
so
I
it's
just
it's
don't
on
know if I
it's on
have it.
it's on the streaming platform Peacock. And I understand that a lot of people don't have Peacock, but I also understand that some people are like me and maybe they signed up for it and then they forgot that they were signed up for it and now they still have it and it comes in handy if you want to watch reruns of The Office. Listen,
Ah.
you gotta watch this documentary series. If there's a way to do a free trial of Peacock, then you
That's
gotta do
what
it.
I'm thinking there might be.
I was hoping
gotta
Steve
be.
would be on. Yeah, there's gotta be, and it's called Paul T. Goldman.
Yeah,
It is like
that was it.
it's like the rehearsal walked so that Paul T. Goldman could just sprint.
Whoa.
It is an unbelievably unsettling, decentering, destructuring, liminal space, boundary blurring docu-series that
Whoa.
will that anyone of our people will love, and you can get it at peacock.com/the Valleycast.
I literally
wait.
last night, looked over to my right, saw Heather had the controller in her hand, and then my gaze followed the infrared beam from the controller to the TV to see what she was controlling, and I saw Peacock pop up, and I looked to the right, back to Heather, and I go, "We will be turning that off tomorrow." It wasn't even joking.
Wait
I'm
a
like,
couple days. Wait till at least the next billing cycle. Because
why do we have that, Heather?
Office.
Seriously.
Okay, Elliot.
Look, I'm not going to go on a Peacock defending tirade here. I can only speak to Paul T. Goldman being the single greatest thing I've ever seen in terms of a documentary series.
I appreciated your verbose critique of it. It reminded me of like the early 90s when you would pick up the newspaper and read reviews for movies from critics that like to pretend that they were super smart by using way too many words. It was great.
Yeah. It's all true. It's all true.
So is this a comedy? Is it similar to The Rehearsal, or is it just kind of like it gives you the same vibes?
Yeah, it's definitely
similar.
got it. So to give you the briefest something that you would find
That's
out in
all
the
we
first
need.
10 minutes. Okay, first 5 minutes, I would say. It is about a gentleman named Paul T. Goldman, who's a real character, who falls in love, lonely guy with a woman who ends up being not what she purports herself to be. Okay, and then, however, because it is such an insane story, and Paul T. Goldman is such a goofy little character, he decided to write not only a book, but then he wrote a screenplay off of the book that he wrote.
Oh no!
And then he cast himself in the main role.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Joe. Yes, he did. He cast himself in the main role and got a director who knows how to shoot it so it looks like an actual movie. So it's interspliced with his
I get it.
book, his interview, and him being in it as a scripted thing. Nothing can prepare you, though, for how the story unfolds. Thank you, everybody, for your time. And thank you for listening to the Valleycast. We'll see you next week.
Great job, Elliot.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Stamps.com.
Stamps.com.
All right, so this
Anyway.
is your guilty pleasure. Not even guilty. This is your pleasure right now. Doesn't even sound like it's a pleasure. It sounds like it's an experience. Yeah,
It's cringe. It's very cringe.
because I watched The Rehearsal and I appreciated The Rehearsal, but when you called it a comedy, all I was thinking was it's not a comedy. That thing
Yeah.
just made me feel really uncomfortable and unwell the whole time.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this is like that. Yeah.
Super impressive, but I watched The Menu last night, which is a cool
Dude,
horror-
me too.
Dude, did
Last
you like
night?
it? Yeah.
I did like it. I watched it last night. We were
Really?
watching it. I wonder how well our viewings synced up. What time did you watch?
That'd be so cool.
Oh, we probably finished our watch probably about 11:30.
Ooh, you started a little later than us. You guys are night owls. We were in bed by 10.
Oh man,
but
that must feel nice.
I did like it. I liked that movie a lot. Yeah, I just really,
Ray Fiennes is a treasure. He's so good.
Yeah.
really is.
Doesn't that have Anya Taylor-Joy in it
Yes.
too?
Yes.
She's
Yeah.
great too.
The most unique woman in
She's a
Hollywood,
stunning,
in my opinion.
stunning. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, does service to the adjective stunning because I'm like, look,
Yeah,
look
you
at
just
that little-
stare. You just stare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Like a little.
she's one of those the camera loves her humans.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But her confidence on film is insane.
Yeah.
Always has been.
Um,
Just jumps off
Joe,
of the strip.
Yeah, you brought up something years and years ago that I think about probably more often than I should. But you talk about how people who have big faces are tend to be popular on TV and movies. They all have big faces.
Yeah, big heads. Big
Yeah,
heads and big
big heads.
I
faces.
think
Big
she,
heads.
she fits that. She fits that.
Big features,
fits
and
it.
she's got the biggest features on the planet right now.
Yeah.
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 Kevin, you should watch it because when I watch The Menu, I think it has an aesthetic that is very Plachy-esque in the way it is
Ooh.
edited and delivered and the storytelling.
I should watch it then. I
What
need-
the crap is that?
What's happening?
That is a
Elliot?
horrific bug in here. Ew. Ew. Ew.
thought it was
I'm
Grace.
sorry. Oh, no.
What could
No,
it be?
that is going to have to die.
don't
That
know.
is...
What
I'm not... God.
what what bug could elicit such a response?
I hate
know.
these things. Oh,
What
God,
is
I don't
this?
like
Can you get a
it's like
picture of it?
creepy...
What is happening right now? Elliot has got his phone
Elliot
out.
lives in
He's-
the Alps.
He's attempting to. It's one of those Alp flying
It's the size of
spiders.
the door handle.
What?
I'm gonna send it to you guys. I'm not gonna send it to Steve in case he's grossed out right now and his
Yeah.
stomach is upset.
There's
He'll
no
throw
world where I could think this is anything but like a stick bug or a
Yeah,
praying
me too.
mantis.
Yeah,
It's-
it's gonna. You'll see. It's gross looking. Look
We
at this
watched-
size. It's the size.
We watched Glass Onion. Finally.
Did you enjoy Glass Onion?
It was good, but I don't understand why people are saying it's better than the first one because it's not
Thank you.
at all.
Thank you. It's not even close. Thank you.
It's
Doesn't
not
hold
even
a candle.
close.
Doesn't even.
Oh
it
God,
isn't-
Elliot, that is a creepy boy.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't like that. What is that?
That bug was,
Was
like,
that flying around or was that just there?
I'm reading a book right now on the trickster, and so it's about to be used to pull a fast one on this guy.
wait, let's all be
listen.
silent so we can hear.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh man, Elliot,
Murder.
you're too far away to make me think that you effectively hit that bug.
He's staring too long.
He's not sure.
It's
Okay.
dead.
Good job, Elliot.
Hell yeah,
you are an
great job,
alpha
Elliot.
male. You somebody had to fill Andrew Tate's shoes.
Yeah.
There
Good,
it is.
good. Good, man.
There he
Man,
is.
what if it was me that filled? Ugh, it's got guts.
That
oh,
bug-
that's so gross, man.
that
you are
bug was
nasty.
like, I'm gonna grow from a small little piece of larva into this bigger thing, but I'm not gonna know how many legs I want or how long they're supposed to be.
I'm just gonna see what happens. Oh gosh. Yeah, Glass Onion was not nearly as good as the original.
How'd you
Knives
feel
Out.
about it, Joe? Did you see it?
Yes,
You
I did.
saw it.
I thought it was incredibly like well made and well shot.
Of
Yes,
course.
the story was not as good. The cast was awesome. Edward Norton is a gift. Even more so Daniel Craig. Like it's watchable because Daniel Craig's character is so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
How can he go from James Bond to
Totally.
to something like similar but better? Like
Yeah.
I love it so much. He's I could watch that character for hopefully 3 or 4 more movies. So great.
Yes.
But I will say, writing wise, the film I felt was pretty lazy in terms of the actual mystery.
Oh, the twist. Yeah,
The twist
Heather,
was very just like, okay.
again.
Yeah.
I watched it with Heather, and she was like, at the end of it, she goes, "Called it," and I look at her and I'm like, "Everybody called it."
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and like I felt like the whole like, oh, she's spoilers. It's not really a spoiler, because, well, it is, because they introduce like halfway through that she's got one of the characters has a twin, and I feel like
Yeah.
that's such a like.
It's like
I
been
thought
done
maybe the
before.
twist. I thought the twist was going to be that she wasn't a twin, that she had faked her own death and was pretending to be the
I would've
twins to
liked
freak
that.
everybody out. Yeah, something
Yeah.
that was like a little bit less like formulaic.
But that was really the only big twist. The rest of it kind of just played out in editing, like
Yeah.
the way they edited it, rather than like, oh, new information, like crazy. In Knives Out, the first one, there was such like a big moment that nobody had guessed was gonna happen. So that's what I loved about the
Yeah.
first one. But this one didn't have any of that.
Yeah,
I also feel like a.
Okay. Oh,
You go ahead. Oh,
Damn, that was cool.
no, I was gonna say. I think the point of these movies going forward, hopefully a lot of them, is it's going to be less about the mystery. Hopefully they knock it out of the park sometimes, but more about just like these awesome casts coming together
In crazy situations.
in crazy situations,
Yeah.
because everybody was so enjoyable to watch. Everybody,
Totally. The acting was
Batista,
awesome.
Hudson, like it was real. They're just really fun. Like whether or not we liked it as much as the other one, I still had fun watching it.
yeah,
right?
it's still a good movie. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's still it's so pleasant to look at. Did you get into White Lotus, Joe? I can't remember if that was
The
your-
first season. I haven't watched the second season yet.
I
okay.
haven't. I know.
Oh yeah, Kevin, you got come on. What are you doing? Why are you not watching it? Why are you being mean?
You okay,
Why are
Kev?
you doing? Why? Yeah. Why
I'm
are
just
you,
sad thinking about all the things I have to watch. There's so many things I need to watch.
It's impossible. It's too much crap.
It's impossible.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Paul T. Goldman should be at the top of the list. I don't care what else is on.
Wait,
here.
Paul T. Goldman or White Lotus? If I had to start it first, you're gonna say Paul T, aren't you?
No, you gotta watch White Lotus. Okay. But man, it's a close one.
Kevin, how was your New Year's and stuff?
Yeah.
Dude, I had New Year's was like kind of boring because Ellie worked, so I was just like, I'm just gonna go to bed when I go to bed and not have anything to do, and that was fine. But Christmas was like one of the best Christmases I've had in a long time, and not because of like a present or anything like that, but it was like I don't know what changed within myself in the past year, but like being
Did
able
your
to
heart
just
grow
hang-
3 sizes that day?
Yeah, like just being
Yeah.
able to hang with family like felt very good this year.
Aw.
And that was like the first time in a while that like, because you go through this period of like family gatherings when you're growing up, of where you get to the age where it's like your humor and everything kind of separates from what your family's is, and you kind of like lose the enjoyment of hanging out with them. And this year it kind of like started to meld together again, and it felt
That's
very
good.
good.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I also think over the last 2 years, we all kind of dealt with this inherent guilt of when you gathered during COVID and the pandemic,
Yeah.
you were considered a horrible human being.
Yeah.
So, or you were scared incredibly shitless to do so. So, whether or not that has really changed that much, the safety of doing it these days is up for debate. But it feels like we're a lot calmer about it, and we can actually see
Definitely.
friends and families without feeling like the world is ending.
Also, Elliot, you'll like this. My sister set up a Survivor, because we always play games when we have family things. So she set up her own Survivor challenge thing where we separated into 2 tribes, had buffs, and like she set up all these fun little challenges for us to do, and like would vote out people with papers. Yeah, it was pretty great. I was second.
Whoa.
Second.
Sounds so fun.
It was very fun.
Wow, your sister's a game master. That's cool.
Oh, she is. Yeah, totally.
Wait, did you say you took second place?
I got second. My cousin. won.
Uh-oh. What happened? Why didn't you succeed?
It was
Why didn't-
actually it was the final 2 votes, and the way the final votes, we were tied, because that was just how it worked out numbers wise. The numbers got kind of off because people left and stuff halfway through. So then we had one last challenge, and we tied at the last challenge too. So then they did another.
Was
vote
it making
again.
fire? Was it the fire making
No,
challenge?
we wanted
Did you
to
try
do
making
that.
fire?
We wanted to do that, but we had another
in the
vote
living
after
room?
we tied again, and she won by 1 vote. My
what was
uncle, her own father.
Wow.
that's such bull crap.
Yeah,
Nepotism.
Yep, it was political.
but the challenges were very, very fun. Like we had to balance as many grapes as we could above someone's elbow. Like we had to stack them up like on their shoulders or their head, and like which team could balance the most grapes on each other. Another one was like they
Great.
set like a candle up in the lawn, and we had to like figure out how we were gonna blow out that candle from like a certain amount of feet away with just like
This
the
is-
items in the.
This is
in the-
Taskmaster. It's
Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
goodness.
was very good.
How
All the
weird was
information's
it?
on the card.
How weird was it doing challenges and not filming them for content?
Very fun. Just actually enjoying the game. Yeah, I loved it.
Wow, that sounds so wonderful.
Yeah, it
That's
really
a really
was
nice
great.
Christmas. That's very wholesome.
That's good. Okay, well, follow-up question to you, my boy. What are you looking for 2023? What are you looking forward to?
Oh gosh.
Do you have some
now,
little
this is where it
resolutions?
gets daunting,
Elliot and I gave up alcohol.
dude. I
And
want
we're
to be
fine.
able to like talk more comfortably by the end of 2023.
Here, can you
I feel
repeat
like
that?
you're
You're
pretty-
making me feel really weird right now.
Yeah, and that came out in like it was 1 sentence, but it sounded like 4, and so that was weird.
I just still have so much like anxiety when it comes to like trying to just like talk with people that like I got to get that figured out, because I've dealt with it for so long and I'm like so sick of it now that I want to figure that out. That's like
mean in
what's
a
my number
one-on-one
one.
Like a one-on-one scenario.
Anything like that. I think it's just social anxiety in general. I gotta like get down to the nitty gritty of that.
Okay,
I
get
think,
that.
Kevin, we can make a trade because I think I need a little more social anxiety. Because very often now, post-COVID, I'll be talking to somebody and I'll be like, oh, I need to reel in some of the personality a little bit. Like, this is too honest and it's too probably boring.
No, you can't.
Dude, I was gonna
Probably
say.
boring the crap out of somebody, and then I'll be like, I don't know if I can hear. I can't see myself from the outside anymore. So I'll give you some of my lack of anxiety, and then you can give me some of your anxiety.
Okay.
And
I
then
think
somehow we'll be able to be big boys.
How do we
big
do
good
this?
Boys.
Do we need to perform some ritual?
I think if you
Yeah,
guys
there'll be a
piss in the
blood
same
thing.
like water fountain at the same
That's
time,
you're right. That is what it is. Yeah,
that's what happens.
That's what we forgot.
The
we gotta
uh,
hold hands too.
I think that's a smart
Yeah.
trade, dude. Elliot, I do the same. I found that I've been doing the same thing lately, like accidentally too honest. Where you'll just like an acquaintance will be talking to me and they'll be like, "How you feeling?" And instead of just being like, "I'm okay," or I'm doing all right," I'll go, "Ah, yeah, well, I'm going through some brain stuff. Tried a new medication." Really
Take it
set
back,
me
take it back.
off. It really, it's just like, why did I say it all? I didn't need to say it all.
Yeah,
They didn't need to know that. They
And
didn't
it's
want
not
to
even
know that.
And the problem is, it's not even a comfort thing. It still falls out of my mouth, but I still feel like Kevin.
yeah. Oh no.
Like, oh God, I'm an idiot. Why
Oh,
did I
yeah.
say that? This is uncomfortable.
Maybe we all do have social anxiety. Yeah, maybe we're just describing social anxiety.
Mine is more like I like it happens so often that I like know exactly what I'm supposed to be saying in my head, and then with the words that are coming out of my mouth does not. Yeah, it just goes the other direction, and I hate it. And like as I'm saying it, I'm thinking to myself like, "You're fucking. What are you doing? You're saying the wrong thing." And then yeah. So maybe it's just like I need to like sit down and just like read paragraphs. Like I just need to use my voice more. I need to yeah, just talk. I need to talk more.
let me attempt to help quell some of your fears and anxieties. I won't, but I'll still say this anyways. Kevin, you're a very well-spoken individual. Like you present your ideas with intelligence, with grace. You're articulate, so you are probably not anywhere near as as bad as
I'm
you
sure.
think you are.
Yeah, like most of us are.
The
It just is
sound
like,
of your
oh,
voice
it's so
is
annoying.
The sound of your voice is grating, but there's nothing you can do about that. So like
Yeah,
you
I
might
know.
as well.
Yeah, and the way
I
you
know
like
this, Elliot.
like how
Like you have the most normal voice in the world.
No, I have a bit of a squeak nerd voice, but I'm okay. I've learned
Yeah.
to be okay with it. I've got a little in there.
No.
I don't know if you've ever done that, but I wish you would.
Yeah.
After every single sentence.
I can hear it.
Dude, and you got and feel free to cut this out if you want, but you got a little new gig.
Oh yeah.
How's that going?
I'm working at Smosh.
How's it-
It's been good. I've only been there for 1 week, but it's been like chill. Like I totally love their work process. I like how they're loose in terms of like they're not like things have to be exactly this certain way, but they're also professional. So I
Yeah.
really enjoy that. And I
They're
also
giving you a
just like-
timeline, but flexibility in your
Yes.
creative.
Yes, exactly. And I like that I can actually go to a place that is creative because it's been a while since I've been able to like enter an office that's been in a creative environment. So that's been super fun. I mean, I still got a lot of ways to go in terms of warming up and learning all the processes, but so far it's been good. I've enjoyed it.
So you're on
Are you
site.
going in?
Yeah.
I go in, I can pick which days I go in. So I'm going in like 2 days a week and then home 3 days a week, unless I just want to go in for just to go in. Because there's like an edit bay and everything.
It was full time.
Cool.
It's full time.
Nice. Very cool.
Hell yeah.
So do me a favor, because I got this little game that I do with Shane Reginald Top.
Yeah.
And you can do it like it's totally fine because like he's on board with this with me. But like next time you see him, just punch him in the nuts.
Okay.
Don't say
Got
anything.
it.
Just punch him in the nuts, and he'll go, "Oh, Joe." He'll do it. So just punch him in the nuts, and he'll know exactly what you're talking about. He's gonna be on board with it, and dude, you guys will be tight. You'll be so tight.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
That sounds
You
cool.
got
That sounds
it.
that sounds like good advice.
Punch him in the nuts. It's just a thing we do. Punch him right in the nuts. Just fucking punch him in the nuts.
I
you
realize
guys-
I'm probably working with some of the same people like a lot of the same people you were with, Joe. I bet.
yeah,
Like
there's
Rock and Andre. Were you with those people? The
wait, who-
editors?
No.
Rock and so never mind.
Matt was
Those are
Matt.
new.
Matt was there when I was there. I
Yeah,
think
Matt
he's
was
still
there.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of cast, a lot of friends. It's crazy how incestuous this business is, my friends.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Even at React, I'm working with a bunch of people that were also at Defy when I was at Defy. So it's just we're all
Damn.
We're all just going in. Elliot's my boss.
Whoa.
Yeah, have been for a long time.
Yeah.
Spiritually. Do you guys, going back to that talk about talking to people, going back to that talk about talking, did you guys see that thing where it said that, like, I think it's like 30 or 40% of people don't have inner monologues?
Yeah.
Inner voices?
I did see that, and it is one of the craziest things that I've ever
I still
read.
don't understand it.
It's like incomprehensible.
Yeah, but I think I'm jealous. I want it. I can't get my head to shut up.
I think it's a grass is always greener thing. I think that
Yeah.
it would be nice, but I bet those people might say the same thing about, like, wow, being able to actually hear someone talk to you in your head would be awesome.
Yeah. That's crazy. Elliot, what was your thought about that? Because I
weird.
was mystified.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a personal, it sounds like they're probably very extroverted people. And what I read is that they have images. They think in images. So that's wild.
Because
So
that's
it's not
the
like
other.
they're just like living in the moment or like unable to remember past and future.
They
but,
still
like,
think,
they
yeah.
process. Yeah, they just do it through seeing, which I don't know if that's like means that when they're seeing the images, they're seeing people talk or other people talk. I have no idea. It's very.
You know
It's
what's
just
been interesting though,
trippy.
like, because I've heard about this, like, this past year. This topic has come up a bunch, and pretty much everybody that I've talked to and that I'm close with, who I talk to about it, thinks the same way I do, and it makes me wonder: do people who think similar in that way, like where they have their inner monologue, do we get along better than if we had to talk to somebody who had the other option?
Oh.
Because, like, do you know anybody who personally who has, like, or maybe you haven't talked to anybody?
Kevin
that, like,
Plachy and his
thinks in images?
subconscious prejudice?
Well, you never know.
I wonder if that's
So-
closely linked to like photographic memory, right? Because I have a friend that has an incredible photographic memory, can see literally everything that he's really
That's so
ever
cool.
seen, including like pages
crazy.
of books. It's nuts. I'll have to ask him. I will reach out and ask him if he has an internal monologue.
Yeah.
The lack of, this is from livescience.com, the lack of an inner monologue has been linked to a condition called aphantasia, sometimes called blindness of the mind's eye. People
Oh,
who
that sounds like
experience aphantasia,
It sounds like a disability. That sounds like it's not a
Yeah.
good thing.
and I guess, I don't know if that's what that is or if it's being linked to it is different, but it does say they don't experience visualizations in their mind. They can't mentally picture their bedroom or their mother's face. This is what Brad Pitt has. Brad Pitt talks about this, how he doesn't know anybody's faces.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Can't remember.
I like
faces.
to sprinkle in a little celeb gossip with these science
course.
excursions.
Brad Pitt talks with his penis, everybody. That's how he communicates.
Yes, he does.
I can't. I think I've talked to you guys before. Like, I don't think I can. I when I close my eyes, I can't see things. I'm not able to visualize.
That's
and bring
crazy
up
to me.
pictures. Can you guys? Like, I can't bring up
That's
Elliot's
all I
face when I
do.
close my eyes.
You
What
can't
are
bring
you
up what?
talking about?
I can't.
That's
I can't.
insane.
I can't. Like, I know what Elliot's face looks like, but I can't. I never. I can't I've been in therapy, and they'd be like, "Can you visualize this with me?" And I'm like, "No, not really. I can't.
Huh.
I can't go.
But then if I
see
say, but that seems like, oh man, that's just so crazy to me. 'Cause what about you, Elliot? Do you see the picture like of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it, and I have a hard time maybe imagining my own face, even though I see it quite frequently.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But same with like when you hear your own voice, and it's like I don't like
It's
that.
off.
But yeah, no, I can definitely visualize things, and then I have a little voice that doesn't go away that sometimes is cool and sometimes is really annoying.
Dude, that voice. I tried a new. I was looking for some balance, so I tried a new medication for the brain recently,
Oh.
and it went haywire as
Really?
hell. It was one of the worst experiences that I've had in a long time. But
I hate that.
it did a lot. Like, it made me feel like energy was like shooting out of every extremity of my body, like an X-Man. Just, I wasn't like on fire, but it just felt like energy was shooting out of me. And then I
Sounds
was
kinda cool.
restless. But my brain would not shut the fuck up, to the point where my brain had two simultaneous tracks constantly playing.
Oh,
I've never experienced
Mhm.
something like that. So I was working on a Weezer thing for work. So for the past 2 weeks, I've had a Weezer song playing constantly in my head. The lyrics just never ever stopping while
whoa.
simultaneously having like, self-doubt conversations, criticism, like
Yeah.
that little voice that never shuts up. They were both going at the same time all the time. I was going insane.
Oscillating back and forth.
Not
You-
even
if you-
Crap, you're
if
not
you
very
com-
gooey. I look just like
Yeah.
Buddy Holly. You're
Yeah.
such a piece of shit.
Not even
That's what I
oscillating.
thought.
That's the thing.
Nobody
Not
likes
even
a new song.
oscillating.
Bang, bang, knock on the door. Another big.
Yeah.
Express yourself, Joe.
It wasn't oscillating. It was the same time. Like it was a
Wow.
cacophony. It was a cacophony of hell, while
Yeah.
also my body felt like my soul was trying to leave it. It was
Yeah, that's the
wow.
worst feeling.
It was
The worst
it was
feeling is
horrible.
when you become like aware of all this stuff that's happened. Like you become like the upper brain or whatever, and you can picture or you can see all this stuff happening inside of you, and then you're having thoughts about the thoughts. It's just, oh, it's hell.
Yep, it was just
I,
this.
I like that, but
Oh.
it gets exhausting. But
It's
yeah,
heaven.
I do.
Uh,
Thank you.
yeah, long story short, mental health is important, but holy crap, it takes a while to find that right thing. And
Are you?
Yeah.
Has it been enough time now to where it's like not bad anymore? Or are you still like having?
it's
the
tailed
effects?
it's tailed off a bit.
Okay.
It's definitely not as bad as it was, but holy crap.
You're
man.
still. You say you're still on it. You're
No,
still
no. I got off of it. I wasn't even on it that long, and they're they say like sometimes it takes 2 weeks to feel the effects of any of this stuff. I felt it the next day.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
riddled my body. Never felt anything like it. It was like it induced panic attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're just all of a sudden going up to 11 with no.
And I tried to
control.
fight through it. I tried to fight through the
Totally.
experimentation.
Because it's just like you
of-
think it's an adjustment.
Yep, and they say give it 2 weeks, and I was like, I'll try, but I just couldn't. It was like, it would exponentially get worse when I would lay down to like, okay, I'll just rest.
Yeah.
I'll try to sleep through
No.
this. Nope, the energy would like jump up, like you said, Elliot, to an 11.
I mean, that's just like anxiety just went overload in your body. Yeah.
Oh
Damn.
man, yep, was not fun. It makes me
That
afraid
sucks.
to try a new one. But
Yeah, right?
I mean, look, the way you described it at first with energy shooting out of your fingers,
Not a good-
it's
not a good
bad
energy.
sell. It's
Not a good
bad
energy.
sell, yeah. So I have to reprogram my own brain to go, no, he's describing something bad, but I'm seeing an X-Men in my head, and so it's hard to square that circle, but I'll get there.
yeah,
Bad.
if I was to describe it as an actual X-Men, there's an X-Men called Havoc who he has a bunch of energy inside of his body,
Great.
and it'll come off. It'll like his chest will basically explode.
Great.
Whoa.
That sounds horrible.
Okay, that sounds
that helps a
no,
lot.
That sounds cool. That's cool.
No, you guys, I don't think I'm selling this right.
You lost one, you gained another.
If you want me to, and you want me to, I want you to. So baby, you. That's the song that
Go.
wouldn't shut up. By the way, holy
That's
crap!
a catchy ass song, man. He knows how to ride an earworm, and it's annoying.
Elliot, I need to mail something, but I just don't want to go to the post office. What should I do about it?
Well, I know what you're thinking, Kevin. Oh, it'll be easier now to go all the way there because it's not the holidays anymore, but that's actually not the case. The holiday rush keeps extending into the new year. So here is a great time for you to set up a year of success by saving money and being more efficient, Kevin. January means dealing with customer emails, returns, gift card purchases, and the inevitable increase in postage costs. Well, guess what? Stamps.com teamed up with the post office to get you huge mailing and shipping discounts up to 86% off. It's a new year no-brainer for your small business. Print your own postage right from home or office within minutes of signing up and never stress about finding the fastest and cheapest shipping solutions. Stamps.com does it for you automatically. The post office, it's like the post office, except guess what? It's elevated. Stamps.com has amazing partnerships with the USPS and UPS for unbeatable rates up to 86% off. And Stamps.com automatically tells you what your cheapest and fastest shipping options are. There's no guessing, no overpaying, and guess what? No thinking required. And that, if you're a fan of the
Whoa,
show,
we
you
just
know
love it.
we are a huge fan of that.
Okay.
We've used stamps.com prior in our small business, and it is incredibly convenient. You just print it, you slap it on there, and you drop it off. For more than 20 years, stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses, of whom we have been one. Get access to the USPS and UPS services you need to run your business right from your computer anytime, day or night. No lines, no traffic, no waiting. It's stress-free. If you need a package pickup, you can easily schedule it through your stamps.com dashboard. So how fun is that? You don't even have to go. They'll come to you. That's incredibly convenient. So start the new year by saving serious money on mailing and shipping. Get started with stamps.com today. Sign up with promo code ValleyCast for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale, which are fun regardless of what you do with them. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code ValleyCast. Get a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale at stamps.com/Valleycast. And thank you to stamps.com for sponsoring the Valleycast. They have been one of our longest running sponsors, and we appreciate them very much, both for logistic reasons and for emotional reasons. So thank you guys. It helps us. It helps you. Have a great time. Now, that was fun. Let's do it all over again. Guys, I know what you're thinking. The holiday rush is over because the holidays are over. Guess what? Actually, it's just kidding. All right. What are we talking about?
God.
Medications?
I was gonna say, Elliot, you nailed that.
I don't think you messed up.
I was gonna see how far I could go just doing it twice and then maybe 3 times.
Elliot, you're gonna go to a flea market today.
Yeah.
You're gonna go do a
Hipster
fun
flea
old person thing, a hipster old person thing. How do you feel about that? Is this your first flea market?
I don't think I've been out of the house in like 4 days, so I'm pretty stoked about it, which might explain my overabundance of energy. Like energy shooting out of my chest all day. I honestly, dude, those things I think can hit maybe a 6.5 in terms of fun for me out of 10. I don't know that it can cap. I don't know that I could cap out at 7.
I would agree with
just
that.
Fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
but
nice.
it's better than a 4 or a 5 than like just staying home doing nothing. Yeah,
it's not bad. It's
nice casual
in Pasadena.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll find a cool knickknack or maybe an aquarium to collect my bugs that I'm a little nervous about.
Yeah.
But when was the last time you guys went to a flea market? It's been years for me, years and years.
Long time. I have a oh my gosh, not a flea market. What's the one where they do it with
farmers
food?
market.
Farmers market. Good lord.
Yeah.
I think
Early.
that's more what I've been to a bunch. It's been a while for a flea market.
Yeah, in Florida, I thought they were all the same, and then when I moved here, I was like, oh, this is like a thing that young people do, where in Florida, it's like, you go and you buy potatoes, and there's like goats that you can pet.
Whenever I go to Ellie's house, they had a farmer's market every week in Sarasota. So
Every once in a while, you go to a farmer's market and you're like, "Wait a minute, this food is pretty dope." You actually do get kind of excited.
Yeah.
You get some fresh bread.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, "I got honey," and you're like, "Honey,
yep.
Yeah.
great."
I like buying small, nice things. That was one of the things that my good friend Peter Rollins instilled in me. He was like, spend your money on the smallest, nicest, because he would have like phone chargers that were like steel and like really nice and copper, and he was like, this is what I spend my money on. I just spend it on really nice things
Tiny
that are
stuff.
small so that you can afford it. And I'm like, whoa, like say you want like nice soaps or something like that.
Instead of like a Tesla. Is
Yes.
that what he's saying? Yeah, gotcha.
And you put little nice things here and there. So
Buy
it's,
100,000 soaps instead of one Tesla.
exactly. Still good for the environment.
The old person thing that I am doing right now is I'm not a puzzle person, but we got a puzzle for Christmas, 1,000-piece puzzle, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna put it out. I'm gonna do it, and I was doing it also to like distract myself from all the things that I was feeling, and it's been kind of nice, guys. You guys do puzzles?
Nice.
I used to be obsessed with puzzles, dude. As a kid, I was like the puzzle kid. I always had so many puzzles.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
never got
I
into
haven't done one in forever now. It's probably been like 15 years.
Oh, maybe it's time to do a puzzle. I don't understand people that do a puzzle and then do it again.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Bro, that's crazy.
Who does that?
The closest Grace and I still play Scrabble all day.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's not quite a puzzle, but the actual like little pieces that you put together, I always find very intimidating. Like it's I don't know how people begin them. I get the corner thing where you find corners, But like,
Oh, yeah.
I just look at the box. Some people do them and don't look at the box, which is
That's crazy.
Don't look at the box. What are you talking about?
Meaning, like,
They'll,
they'll
like, make
see
the-
it, what they're supposed to be making, and then they'll put the box away and just go for it and just do it.
Oh God, got you. I was like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
So they
Scrabble's
just
good
don't know
when
what
you-
they're making.
Little tactile, like.
Well, it's on our phones.
Oh, you do it on the phone.
I was thinking this. Yeah, it's not even physical.
You guys should do
No,
the
yeah.
physical version.
Yeah,
should get
we
physical.
tried that. We got physical. We should get physical at some point, but we did the physical chess board for a while, and that was fun.
Oh, that's fun.
I started teaching Jax how to play chess.
Whoa!
was
I have no idea how to play chess.
I mean, I think he's fine. I know how to move. I know the rules and I know how to move things in chess. My ability to teach somebody how to actually play chess, like, it only goes so far. It's just, it's like you're not learning strategy from me.
It's gotta sound insane when you're describing how you play chess or how you like
Right?
the directions of chess, because we all know it. And then you're like, yeah, you can go 2 spaces, but then you can't go 2 spaces anymore after that with the
That's
pawn.
that's the easy part, and I think that's the fascinating part for a kid. They're like, all these things are like little characters, and
Do
they have all
different
got these
things, yeah.
personalities, and it's really fun. And I think that's an engaging like entry point for youngins. But then, so I can get you through the door, son. But I ain't gonna be the guy that's gonna teach you how to think 2 moves ahead.
no.
Yep.
Maybe not 3 moves ahead.
Uh,
To the
I
point
wish I was
where
good at it.
I'm like, if I'm not careful, my son's gonna accidentally checkmate me.
Jesus. I don't know what, going off topic, but I thought of this while you were reading the stamps.com thing, and I think it's kind of fascinating, in my opinion, and it's about a grocery store. Have you guys been to, because Amazon is taking over the world, have you been to the Amazon grocery store now? The Amazon Fresh grocery
Where you
store?
just walk out with everything.
Dude, okay, but listen
I
to
was in an
this.
airport, and
This is what I
there was
still
one in an
can't
airport.
figure out. Okay, I went in with Ellie, my girlfriend. You scan your palm.
I don't like that.
They scan it, and then you go in, and then we each were getting our own things, but I had the one cart, so I was pushing the cart, and stuff that we were walking together, but stuff that I was getting, I put in my in the cart, and then stuff that she was getting, she put in the cart. It's only linked to my account.
Okay.
No, that's not right. When we scanned the palms, it linked to both of our.
This is what you were
accounts.
talking about. This is your New Year's
I fucked up,
resolution.
man.
see them.
I fucked up.
Good
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
You saw it and then
Forget
you
it. You gotta talk better. Stupid.
This is
If you're
unbelievable.
wondering if I
it's
want to.
It's hooked to both of our accounts since we scanned our palms. But each of us were putting in what we wanted into our cart. We walk out, like you said, you just scan your palm to walk out with a cart full of groceries. And then it somehow separated what she had put into the cart and sent her receipt and sent me my receipt. So somehow it was tracking who picked up with their hand the item and put it into the cart.
Oof. You know what's
That is wild.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, it was crazy.
Did you feel a little violated?
No, I liked it.
It's what we're gonna find out is that at the end of the day, it isn't technology, it isn't innovation on a scale so grand and wonderful that it's gonna help humanity in the long run. What we're gonna find out, and it's gonna be revealed soon, is that magic is real.
Oh,
And
that's where you're going
Bezos is a
with it.
wizard.
Well, magic is real.
Dragons
I
exist.
thought you were gonna say there was just like a guy up in the corner of the store just watching everything and just
Yeah,
had a
there's probably
giant ass
that.
computer. Yeah.
When I was on my way back from Florida for the holidays, we got back really late and they landed our plane in the wrong airport, which I've never had happen before.
Whoa.
We landed in LAX thinking it was going to be in Burbank because of
That's
the
hell.
weather. They couldn't. Yeah, and it was insane. And so we had to go get an Uber, and the Uber driver informed me and my wife and I at what was 3:30 a.m. on our body's clock that the mermaids are real. that mass extinction events are a result of the Navy preparing us for an interstellar or subterranean war with another species. And this person had a master's degree in criminology and was working toward becoming a lawyer. And so it was a really interesting conversation, unless they were lying about many of those things, but I don't think she was. And so just so you guys know, magic is real, mermaids are real, and they are tapping your phones and listening to you if you reach a certain threshold of intelligence.
Wow.
My favorite part about your landing at a different airport story is that they weren't they were so ashamed they didn't tell you until you were on the ground.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Too late now.
Yeah.
That's
And
so
I had to
funny
wait.
to me.
Grace was asleep, and I had to wake her up, and I go, "Hey, baby, we're in L.A. We're not.
We're in
Burbank."
hell.
And her face was like, "No, I don't. That doesn't make any like." So I was like, "Look outside." I was like, "That's not Burbank. That's a big airport. Look at all those big." I was like, "Look at those big planes." Anyway, it was very fun. All right. What do you guys think? Is there anything you guys want from the flea market that I can get for you? And also, who is doing what for the Christmas thing? So if we can make it work next week.
Does Elliot
for
still
our-
need
our-
to know this?
Yeah.
Kevin is my secret. I got a gift for Kevin.
I have a
Because,
gift
I mean,
for
Kevin-
Steve.
So then I have a gift for Joe.
And Steve has a gift for you.
Okay, great.
It's
I
I
get
think that's
Joe.
what it is, but we could be
It
wrong,
is
'cause
now.
We should ask Steve. But what if Steve already got something?
There's no world.
Yeah,
where
he'll
no
check the
way.
minutes. Steve will check the minutes that he got. he'll flip through the
He wasn't feeling well.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't feeling. Anyway, all right. Look, but is there anything you guys want from the flea market?
Yeah, could you get
You
me
can also
a
just meet me there.
I'd like a handcrafted ashtray where a lot of lumps. I want there to be a lot of lumps in it, and
Yeah.
a lot of spaces where the paint, obviously the acrylic paint, obviously didn't really settle in. You
Yeah.
can kind of see the
It
clay
gives it a
coming
more
through.
rustic.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
okay.
would love 2 or 3 of those,
Okay.
but only if they're
Cool.
$85 plus.
Can
Okay.
you handle that?
If it's less than that, do you want me to talk them up?
Yes, please.
Do
Could
they
you-
sell? Wait, so this isn't like food items, right? There's no food
they sh-
items at this.
I've never
flea
been,
market?
but I think there's food items. You want
Maybe
to
a little bit
there'd
of
be, like-
everything.
You think there'd be like flour, different kinds of flour?
Maybe. Do you want?
Can you give me
do you
a
want
bag
different
of-
kinds of?
Just surprise me what kind of flour.
Maybe some
A
flaxseed.
bag. And hopefully it'll be in like a burlap sack.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, yeah, with the big word flour printed on it.
That's right.
Yeah, could you also get me a bag of money with a dollar sign on it?
Yeah.
I'll probably just do the ashtrays. I'll probably just do that.
Okay, that makes sense. I appreciate it. I don't want to ask you for too much.
Nah, it's all good. Sweet. All right.
Hell yeah.
Well, thanks, everyone.
Well, that was fun.
Good
Thank you,
talk,
everybody.
boys.
Have a good time. Have a good day. Have a good Sunday. Everybody, thank you for listening. If you wanted to see the crazy bug that Elliot saw, go to youtube.com/the
Yeah.
Valleyfolk to watch/listen to this. And guys, update: the movie game journey is finally almost at an end.
No, almost.
Beautiful.
The UK folks, it's with the carrier, so it's coming out. If they're not even getting it right now, I'd be surprised. And then the rest of Europe, it's in boxes and is just waiting to go to the carrier and be
Hell
sent
yeah.
out.
And that was a very weird thing that happened when I walked into Smosh last week at the beginning. One of the first videos I'm going to be editing is them playing the video game movie game. So I was like, holy shit.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
nice. That's
Very
good.
full circle, nice, good feels.
That might help push. We don't have many left, guys. It's the
true.
journey's almost really over because the stock is almost gone. So that video might wipe us out completely. So if
Nice.
you guys want
Damn.
Take it.
a copy, now's the time.
Wipe us out, guys. Wipe us out.
Almost gone. Don't know if it'll ever be made again. So
I love both of you. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.